Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another round of me trying to improve again. We're doing something in Angular. I cannot remember what it was now, but we will start with the typing as always. So let's get into it. 644. 644. And we are going for the Angular shit. And yeah, I was tired yesterday and the service thingy, so we should go over that again. So basically, we did provide the instance of the service at the parents level, if I remember correctly. Uh, yeah, so here basically is the parent, right? And here's the child. We provide it in here, which means that we will have this instance in here and in here. We still have to inject it. All right. So that is the one thing. And because we have the one instance, we can use it to share data across all the components which have access to that instance. So here, the mission service, if we have a look at that, the mission service is right here. We have a subject that is a kind of observable that allows to have multiple like subscribers, observers. Okay, observable observers. Okay. And it keeps observers, list of observers. So I would think that there would be somewhere. Okay, so we have export class, there's this constructor, then we have create, lift, next, error, complete, unsubscribe, and your Stripe subscribe. This is internal thing. So that's not that. There's a subscribe. It's internal too. So how the fuck do you subscribe? Is it probably is uh, inherited, right? Subscribe. There's an unsubscribe. Unsubscribe. There's a, what is this? Protected method. Next, error, unsubscribe on the rig side. How do you? This subject. How it was in there. I'm in a subscriber, yeah, and I want to be in checked, right? Yeah, it is in subject, so that is a constructor, error complete, unsubscribe. Here we go. Here is like, this is inherited, right? And that is in observable, yep. So subscribe, but this is, and it calls the subscribe over there. So if we have a look at the subscribe, why is it strike through? Relatives, sure, and if observable push, yeah, so it puts it into observers, which is defined in here. Okay, so that makes sense. It's just observable with more observers. Okay, so that's kind of like tangent to what we were looking at. We want to have a look at this. So we have two subjects. Why is here this string? Show me the constructor. It says super. Okay. And it's the subject extends observable has the same thing, huh? And oh yeah, okay, so the observer is of a type T, okay. An observer that's not the point. I'm going into a rabbit hole in here. So basically we have this thingies, then we have a observable string streams. Okay, so mission, and then we say as observable. So that does what? Creates observable. Then the source is this and return that observable. Okay. This is okay, this isn't there. Okay, observable. That have a source somewhere, right? Yeah. So we have to do it as observable, okay? Because and then we don't use it at all? Why did you create it in here? It doesn't make sense. It says as observable, why? And then we don't use it. Let's go. If I comment it out, will it still work? Fail to compile. Okay, why? What do you say? And what do we have in the in, in here? There should be. Where do I write here? What is this? Oh, here I did run just some update. So parameter astronaut implicitly has any type in mission control component. Oh, maybe because we are using those inside of the mission control component, and that was, yeah, mission announced and so on, mission confirmed. Okay, I see. Completely off tangent. Ground picture. What is the difference between as observable and off? Well, off is a function of observable, I think. Yeah. Yeah. One thing is, I think the off is like the method of observable itself. And as observable is actually the method of the subject. So if I have a look in here, as observable, we are now here in a subject, and that returns a observable of a type, right? And the off, that would be a method. Where is it? That was the RxJX off, right? Yeah. RxJS off function. Yeah. This value scheduler, and here, where's the source code for it? Off. I mean, you have to pass the target as param, and it returns the observable instance of the target. Yep. Yeah, but the thing is that I think like the auth does not have like any idea of the inner workings of that thing, and the subject has hmm. Here it creates new observable. A good point. You can do this to create customized observer side logic of the subject and conceal it from code that uses the observable. What? What do you mean, like do the logic? Because I'm like not passing anything in. How is this implementing any logic? Okay, I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. This thing, like, I don't like it here. Why is it here? It wasn't here. How is it this called? It gets the return when it gets the type. Well, it has the type in here, right? The observable gets it from here. The type is defined on the creation of that thing that's like in the here when you create the subject, but I don't know why the any is here. That one I don't know neither. I don't know why. Yeah. I don't know why there is not just observable source this. I don't know what this is doing in there at all, actually. I don't know. Like now looking at it, I don't know what this does. Or type variable. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I know this like as something. Is there like another here? This is typecasting. Okay. And it's the same thing as to carry a typecasting, for example. I see. Yeah, so it is casting. It's basically the same thing. But that goes on the content, not on the variable type. Nah, I think it is like, oh, what do you mean, the content? It is like the B as type B, and this is like B type B. It's retyping like the A as, those are like in identical, right? This and that should be like the same. True. Yeah. This is observable of any type. Source is, it's evaluated the same way, maybe assigned to the cast. Okay. If we have a look at observable and we will search for the source, this guy, source, okay, so that is of type observable NA. No, it's like, it's good questions. It's maybe because the source is of observable NA type. That's what I'm thinking. Here we are in the observable. Oh, fuck this. I don't want this here. Like with the last update of IntelliJ, they put like this tool in here. It's not useful to me at all. I don't want it here. How do I remove it? What is this called? Also, it was like view to bar. No. Brands toolbar. Yeah. So why the fuck is this there, huh? If I turn it off, it just fucking puts it in the view, details in tree view. No, that's all. Tool menus and toolbars, maybe. Main menu. No. Main toolbar. Oh. Navigation bar. Not popular, just navigation bar. Yeah, that's exactly what I don't want here. This is like a code with me bullshit. Yeah, so bye. 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 Apply. Much better. Well, the right click didn't do shit. Right click will like show you like all this. I can do show navigation bar, but that's about it. Show navigation. And you said what? Here. Show members. Well, now it doesn't do anything because maybe I killed it with passion. Oh, fuck that. It's doing what I wanted now. But thanks. So we learned about another version of casting in TypeScript, which I did not know or forgot about. And that was a little bit of rabbit hole, which is cool. I learned something. And we still don't know why they did not use the off. We can try this. I can say off, right? And here we'll say off, and just remove this and see if that works, right? And if that works, you know, it's identical. But well, reload, and it failed to compile. Yeah, thinking the same, huh? We have some problem in there. It doesn't compile, so we will have a this mission equals mission, and that is in the astronaut component. Yeah, they don't work the same, but look at that. Subject string is not assignable to type string. Okay, and that is in the astronaut component. And that is okay. Astronaut component 29. Look at that. Look at that, because it creates observable of the entire like subject string. Yeah, exactly. Uh-huh. Yeah. So if we use the other stuff, which was as observable, it actually unbox it. Yeah. So we create. Yeah, that was the difference, but I would like to like now we know what it does, right? But how this makes that sense, right? So we have an observable, you'll create it, and then the observable source is this. Maybe it's because I don't understand exactly how the inner workings of observable. So for example, the source is still like observable any. So how does that know that it is a type of string if here? Yeah, but where does it get the type? You know, like the string, you know, if it's like any and this for the fuck's sake. But we are making progress. Um, source is equal this, but uh, this is the subject, right? With this type. Maybe we will have a better insight if we have a look into inner workings of the off method. All right, if we do off, it yes, exactly. Off t and returns observable, but there's like it returns the fuck is happening in here? Yeah, yeah, it is right. This one I understand. It takes an array, you know, and the type will be T or scheduler like. And it's an array of that, right? This is the type, right? So we are getting arguments. In our case, it will be just one. But where's the implementation of this? Like it's like function of that and like I don't understand how this does anything, right? Like all of it is like, oh, export function, you know, like, or maybe, you know, like this one would be the best to call, right? In our case, you know, we have just one and that observable, you know, like, where's the fucking body? How do you know what to do? Is there like some comment on it? Oh, there's this function. Okay, so maybe that's how this is connected to that. Export function of t a okay and t yeah me too. Okay, but I think those will somehow like create the function based on this, right? What they are writing in here. Converts the argument to an observable sequence. Blah blah blah. Huh. Oh. Oh well. Yeah, sure. Unlike from, it does not any flattening and emits each argument involve a separate next notification. Emits the values then import of then subscribe next. Hold on. Oh, because it's an array, so it just spits out the entire thing. Yeah, sure. Is this this is casting again. So cast it to scheduler. We'll take that. Yeah, sure, no worries. Okay, so even if like I understand what is happening in here, how the fuck this ties to this? How they are connected? How this knows that it should do that? Huh? Okay, so we have arguments, array, schedule like observable, right? And here it just magically knows, I guess. Like if I click on this, will it highlight the IntelliJ? No. Okay, I don't know. It's like yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like definitely this is like overloading of that. Definitely. I do agree with you there. Like you call like that, and if you have like two parameters, three parameters, four, five, six, and I read about it somewhere that it is actually faster than do this. You know, if you, and that's the reason why you would have like this specified, especially it's like faster, but then you know, like how the fuck that one knows about this? You know, because it looks like this has the body for that, right? And this have like the same like contract, the same signature, you know, args, t, scheduler arg, observable, right? It's the off, right? Returns observable. And here you have the same thing, t, args, t, scheduler like, observable, t, returns observable, t. So then it's like, oh, hold on, this returns, yeah, it returns one observable. It has the same signature, right? Same name, same type, same arguments. I'm sure all of them works. And it's supposed to be that if you would have like arguments, if you would have like 9 arguments or 10 arguments, it will take this, you know, 8, it will take this, 9 take this. If you have more, you know, it will take that or this. Uh, nah. That's you don't put like something which should be implemented into like no. That's bad practice. You don't. No. That's like nah. It's not like there are some people which kind of did that, but you you shouldn't do that. It's like well known. No. Oh, that comment. Oh, I guess. You know what? I'll go back to here and okay, I just know now we just know that if it's for for the subject we just need to use as observable and that's that. I made it marked down below, but that's not on the file, I guess. Oh well. Okay, it was here. Oh, this markdown? No, that's like documentation. Like, or this documentation. It's comment. I just have it like in the reader mode, so it looks like this. When I don't have the reader, yeah. If that's what you meant. Okay, if it's like that, it works. Okay. Oh, today we will probably not know why. That's okay. What we wanted to know. So, okay, so this is like some, oh, fuck, I hate it. Like, oh, this is some magic which you have to do and then it works. Service message commands. Announce mission. It is a string and we put it to source and put it into there next. And that's just puts it into, if we have a look in there next. It's not stopped. Observers this, then observers length, copy observer slice. Okay, and we put it into there. We called next on the observers. Okay. Then we have the astronaut should be okay now, right? Yep. Mission control. We have the missions and blah blah blah. So mission confirmed. That's what? Mission confirmed. Mission confirmed source. And we will put in the astronaut. In the astronaut. Not gonna lie, I'm confused. Anyway, so we are done with this round.